Welcome to Painting with Harvey. This week I'm doing something a little different. I had a commenter essentially ask me to do a colorblind with the red, a red colorblind. And while I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, I found out on a guy named Painting with Josh. There's this cool like white and black background. And so my idea is going to be something similar to what he does, but because it's really windy outside, I'm not really going to use a brush. I'm going to try something different, keep it simple, do it quick. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some white and a paper towel. If you hear the wind, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm going to do my best to kind of turn my weight out of the wind because it ain't getting no better. See what I mean? I've never painted in high wind, so it's kind of a new thing for me. And because I don't have any water either, because I forgot a water bucket or a water pail or cup or whatever, and it's, you know, above freezing, I can't really just fix that problem. So we're going to start out. We're going to take this paper towel, we're just going to dip it right here, and we're just going to hit this board. I'm going to put a lot in one area and just kind of drag it out here in a minute. You can see how thick it is right there, but we're going to turn it a little bit. So we're going to add, you can see how it's starting to add grasses and stuff. Going to turn it back around, bring a little more in, and pull the grasses in. It just looks like a whole bunch of blobs at first, and that's okay. We're just using a paper towel. And now kind of bring it in down here at the bottom and start filling it in. This wind is kicking. There's people out there sailing right now. Get a little bit more, start up here, and then just bring it down. So what he does is he did like a big tree and a little thing right here. I want to do something similar, but because we're doing the colorblind red, we're just gonna add a little tree there in the middle. And what that does, it'll give you depth. So I like depth. Depth is probably my favorite thing. We'll get a little bit down here at the bottom, get a little heavier. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a big chunk of amount. I'm just going to kind of make a little stream here. Just smear it on. Go ahead and get a good chunk on there. Tap some more down here to kind of round that out. We're going to use the black kind of to keep the idea that it's got some background and foreground. Now what we're going to do, we're going to sit this down. Set it somewhere that's not going to get anything dirty, because the last thing you want to do is cause issues. So we're going to throw it down here in this. Now, because I don't have any way to wash my paintbrushes off, I'm going to try to separate these things. This is one nice one way. Okay, cool. I can use that one. And use this one. And I need a little brush too. Let's see here. No, that one's not going to work. Will this one work? Yeah, that one will work. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this background right here. We're going to add trees and a whole bunch of little stuff. So far back, like the far back, we're going to add a whole bunch of little black lines, kind of identifying trees. And we're going to do straight up white within. So I'm going to add some black to my palette down here. Not a lot. We're going to start doing the black. Let's go ahead and take our little brush here, get some black. We'll start up at the top and pull down. Need a lot more paint than that. Because how cold it is, it's not very thin. Well, should have done a different color. Well, not really a different color, but oh, you can see the wind picking up. Man, it's difficult. You can see my canvas shaking everywhere. We're gonna do white. More white. Let's change our brushes and see if that helps. Since I can't really use this brush, I'm just going to wipe it out right here. Can't clean it off right now. Set it down right there. Let's go grab one of these. We're going to take the white. We're just going to run a straight stripe down. Oh, much better. Keep them real thin. And then down here, what we're going to do, we're just going to pull this out and drop. Just go ahead and change it this way. Pull it out, drop. 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 Awesome. Go ahead and wipe that out. And what I'm going to do here, I'll make a big old tree. So we're going to pull, let's just kind of grab a whole bunch of paint here. Nothing's dry yet, so it's gonna smear, and that's okay. That's part of it. And right here is where the base of the tree is gonna be. So go ahead and pull the base of the tree out. Go ahead and paint that in. Use a little more black here. I drove the Jeep today, so add another large piece of the tree here. I mean, I'm lathering that paint on. This tree's going to go off the edge here. Then we're going to add a whole bunch of little nothing's dry, so it's going to really struggle. Let's go ahead and bring this out. Sorry I'm being so quiet today, guys. It's just I'm struggling to stay warm because of the snow. Go ahead and take some of that black paint off. We're going to kind of edge down here just a little bit. Just kind of following that stream up. Once this dries a little bit, actually I'm gonna hit this with the I'm gonna hit that with the torch real quick. Go ahead and cook it a little bit. Get this stuff to dry. Hands are all red, can you tell? look how red my hands are. They're cold, man. Alright, so now what we're going to do, because we get this part done, this is going to be such a fast painting. Such a fast painting. Real quick, real easy. Let's go ahead and add some red to this. We're doing that monocolor red, right? So we're going to take our 2-inch brush, and this is going to be for our leaves, because our tree is right here. We're just going to take it and just put it on the tips. Just the tip of the brush. Just the tip. What you're going to do is you're going to start just making a tree. Make it deliberate too. Don't just kind of drop it wherever. It's got to look like a tree. but it's still wet, so if you get a little bit too much in there, go ahead and pull it out. And your heavier spots, you're going to have more. And use the edge of it, just kind of the edge, just the edge, and pull in. Just pull in a little bit there. Need more paint? Go ahead and grab more paint. Keep on dragging it out. I'm going to actually take this all the way to the edge of the page. We're going to need some more red here. Oh yeah, a lot more red. Go ahead and pull that out. And I'm just using these Michael's Artist Loft. They have the 37 counts. I use those because, I mean, for $37, or my bad, 47 count, but for $37 you get so many paints that I think it's worth it. And I think anybody that's a beginner should try that out. Let's keep on doing this. Pull this up. Remember, it is a tree, so it needs to be full. And I'm purposefully adding red to this tree in the winter to make it stick out and make it kind of look just out of place. And that really accentuates that it's, you know, different. It's a tree, just let it kind of do its thing. You can see a lot of the limbs back there, and it goes all the way to the edge on this side. Just a big old tree, and because the white in the background mixes in with it, you can see the little things over here, the little tree sides on this side. And we're going to add a little bit of red down here. Just kind of throw some white in there. Just kind of tap it in. That's going to be kind of like where the leaf falls and all that are. So now we have the red mixed with the white. Let's go ahead and add a little bit right here, all the way up this edge. There we go, and a little bit over here. Let's go ahead and pull the white in. This is our stream. Because it's so cold, it's already tacky, which will add this really cool water effect. Yep. There we go. Check that out. Now we got the water right here. Let's go ahead and pull a little bit more of this white. Let's add this edge. I'm going to swing it a little one more time. One more time. And I think we need a little bit more red. Mix it in here. My hands are so cold they're not working again. Wipe that off. See our color? It's got a little bit of edge on each side. See a little bit of black on this side, a little bit of red. So we're going to just take that, load that in. We're going to run it down one more time. What we're doing is we're trying to make it look watery, where it's just kind of going all over the place. But it's got to have contrast between each side. And that's why I'm kind of just rubbing it left and right like this. And this time I'm going to do a long, slow. There we go. And now you can see it looks like it's doing something here. put a little bit more black down here at the bottom for the tree. It's got a root system down here. Let's add a third one right here. Get a bit more black here. It's coming toward you. Let's do another one right here, going outward. Give it some depth. Let's give it a little knot right there. The tree's got a lot of knots, right? Now I'm going to take a clean brush. Let's go ahead and wipe this out on this guy here. We're not using this brush anymore. Let's go ahead and set it right here. Let's grab a clean brush. Okay, it was clean. Now it's in the snow. All right. Let's go ahead and finish this tree up. Grab a lot of black. We're going to run down. I'll try to get rid of some of these brush strokes. Go ahead and pull that out. Well, that's a lot of white right there. Only one way, because if you go the other way, it's going to pull what's in the back up. We're actually going to run a single line right there. All right. I think that'll do it for this one. Quick, simple, easy. Now we got to do what we always do. Is add a whole bunch of paint right here. And now that I've figured out how to do this, let's go ahead and get a good shot before I do this on the thing. I don't know if you can see it, but today's video was quick and fast because, well, you see, it's cold. Thank you for watching this quick video. This was Painting with Harvey. Sorry it's so windy. This week is short. So you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Sunday.